Listen up, final touch here. Here's the homework that we're doing. We should be good at looking at domain and range, stating whether it's a function or not, or just a relation, and if it is a function, going further and saying if it's a one-to-one function or not. Let's take a look down here. We have f of x and g of x. These guys are functions. F of x is this function, g of x is this function. This is just the name for this. This is just the name for this. So it's like two separate machines that we have here. Now, the notation, this function notation is really easy, simple, awesome. What this is really saying is for you to take 3 and put it in place of x. Now, if you take a look up here, it says f of x. Right here it says f of 3. So there used to be an x in here. Now there's a 3 in here. That's telling you to go to your function, and where there used to be an x, replace it with a 3. So let me rewrite my f of x function, but instead of x, let me put a 3 right there. So there we have the function 5 divided by x plus 2, but instead of x, I put parentheses, and I'm going to plug in a 3. And of course, when I work this out, I'll get 5 over 5, which equals 1. So my answer for number 7 is 1. By the way, your answers are on the back side of this thing. You can just flip it over and check. So function notation is really easy. Expect to see this on the next quiz that we have. Let's go for a little bit more challenging one. How about pick one? 12. Now 12 is a little bit more challenging. Why? Because we don't even have a regular number in there. It's m minus 2. That's a variable expression. So let's actually take a look at what function are we dealing with on number 12, f or g? F. That's right, f. So let's go to the f of x function and let's write it, but instead of x, let's put parentheses. There it is. I did 5 divided by x plus 2, but instead of x, I put parentheses. Now, what am I going to be plugging in here? Remember, you're plugging in whatever's inside the parentheses. On number 8, you're going to be plugging in a negative 4 right in there. But on 12, we're going to be plugging in the variable expression m minus 2. I'm actually going to plug in that binomial m minus 2 right in there. Now, after you plug it in, do any math possible. So what math could you possibly do right here? There is nothing to distribute. It only says add. So if there's nothing to distribute, you don't even need these parentheses. So it's really saying m minus 2 plus 2. And if you think about it, let's pretend the parentheses aren't there. And you really have minus 2 plus 2. What happens? Those cancel out. And if you take a look at the answer on the back side, it will say that the answer is 5 over m, because the positive 2 and the negative 2 canceled out. And you leave it as a variable expression. I hope this helps, guys. This is your homework. Let's get it done. Expect to see this on the quiz Friday.